I'm really delighted to be joining you today. I've already learnt some new things within the first 5 or 10 minutes of the day. So I've got some new Zoom tricks to try out to take away with me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing a lot more about the exciting projects that everyone's been working on. So for those of you who I've not met before, my name is Catherine Manning and I'm the National Head of Practitioner Research and Development at the Education and Training Foundation. I've worked at ETF for about 2 years now, but previous to that I was working in an FE college as an English teacher. So the benefits of this programme are particularly visible to me, and I only wish that something like this had existed when I was teaching in the sector, because I would have loved to have taken part. But you're in very safe hands with Claire and the team, and I know that you're going to get a lot out of not only today but the programme as a whole. I'm not going to talk for very long this morning. I just want to talk about 3 things. So I'm going to talk to you briefly about the ETF, and briefly about the OTLA programme, and then briefly why practitioner-led research is so important to the ETF. So for those of you who don't know, the ETF was founded in 2013, and our mission is to support teachers and leaders across the FE sector to achieve their professional development goals. And the ETF run all sorts of different professional development programs. And the best way to find out about all the different programs is to go on our website, have an explore around there. We also have a newsletter which you can sign up to through the website. And also you can find us on Twitter. We're regularly tweeting about different programs and activities that are taking place. So do check that out. And just to kind of give a bit of context as well, ETF has doubled in size in the last year. We've really grown. So we now have a much more of a regional presence. So I'm just saying that because you might see people from ETF cropping up in places that haven't been before. And a lot of this is to do with T-levels and the professional development, which we are putting on for teachers of T-levels. But the remit is much broader than that. So, so do look out for ETF activities taking place outside of the OTLA programme. But turning now and just thinking a bit more in detail about OTLA. OTLA has been around for a few years now. It started in around 2015, and there have been over 230 projects that have come out of the OTLA programme. It's one of ETF's most popular and successful professional development programmes. Every year there are a lot of applications to take part, and every year we get really good feedback, really positive comments from those participants who have joined the programme. So I hope you enjoy it as much as other people have in previous years. Lots of exciting things come from participating in OTLA. And just to give you one example, this year we were really pleased that the Times Educational Supplement picked up on the work that's been done through the OTLA projects, and they published a series of articles about different projects last year. So really exciting opportunity to kind of share the findings on a national level. So yeah, lots of exciting things can happen as a result of taking part in the programme, which kind of brings me to my final point really, which is just to think about sort of where OTLA sits really in terms of the future of the FE landscape and professional development in the FE sector. So lots of people are talking about the white paper, which is imminent. At ETF, we think that the white paper may be published in around February time, but there's a lot of uncertainty around it. But one thing people are anticipating to see in that white paper is collaboration. So we're expecting there to be a big shift in terms away from this kind of individualistic competitive sort of structure that that sits underneath the FE sector at the moment. And there's going to be, we anticipate, a big shift towards collaboration. So that's FE providers collaborating together in terms of their provision, but also a collaborative approach to professional development in the sector. So collaboration is going to be key, we expect. And by taking part in the OTLA programme, you're ahead of the curve because you're already working in that way. At ETF, we really champion practitioner research as a method of CPD because we recognise that investigating your own practice is key to making really impactful developments. And often it can be much more empowering for teachers to take charge of their own professional development, to investigate their own practice, to find out what works for them and their learners, rather than having a kind of external trainer come in and tell you this is what you should be doing and this is how you should be doing it. And we really recognise the potential of practitioner research at ETF. And so we are really proud to run the OTLA programme, and practitioner research is only going to feature more and more in our future professional development programmes. And sort of linked to that then, it's really crucial that you share your findings with other practitioners because they will really benefit from hearing about what you've learned. And when they come to do their projects, they're going to be able to build on the work that you've done. So there are lots of opportunities within the OTLA programme to share your findings. And today is actually sort of one of those opportunities where you'll get the chance to talk to each other about what you're working on. So taking part in days like today are really important, but there might be other opportunities as well that sit outside the programme, and do take up those opportunities and speak to the team at CCC who will support you to share your findings more widely. So that's it from me really, but just to say thank you for inviting me along today. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the day, and I'll hand back over to Claire.
Thank you so much, Catherine. It's just wonderful to hear how much the work that all of you are doing is being valued, not only in our own classrooms, with the learners that you work with, which is surely the most important place, across your organisations, across the whole sector, and by everybody who's in charge of giving funding and supporting the development of policy. So keep up the good work, and thanks so much, Catherine, for sharing your thoughts with us.